Welcome to the Bot Miner simulation. In this simulation, you'll pilot a ship to an asteroid flying by Earth and determine the elements present on the asteroid using laser-induced breakdown spectroscopy. From the home screen, you must choose to enter controller mode or calculation mode of the simulation. The controller mode allows you to regulate the speed of your rocket ship via a thrust button. The calculation mode requires you to calculate the speeds needed to make your rocket rendezvous with an asteroid prior to launching your rocket. After clicking one of the mode buttons, you will encounter a spacecraft with 4 asteroids traveling around the Earth. Your goal is to now dock your ship with one of the asteroids. Here you can see how far each asteroid is away from the Earth, as well as the distance between each asteroid and the rocket's line of flight. If you are in controller mode, once you click the OK button and the asteroids start revolving around the Earth, you can propel your rocket forward by clicking the thrust button. With each click, you increase the velocity by 1,000 km per hour. By watching the movements of the asteroid, you can estimate how fast your rocket needs to be going in order to dock with a particular asteroid. If you are in calculation mode, you first must note how fast your rocket will travel when launched, which is displayed in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. You can ignore any acceleration period and assume that the rocket will travel the stated speed immediately and continuously. By moving your cursor over an asteroid, you can see the asteroid's current speed. With this information, you can calculate the time it will take each asteroid to end up in line with the rocket's path. It's up to you to determine when the rocket should be launched. To do so, using the graph, calculate how long the countdown needs to be in order that your launch will result in a successful docking with the intended asteroid. Enter the time in hours on the bottom menu and click Launch to set things in motion. If you calculated incorrectly and missed your target, you can redo your calculation and try to dock again. When you have docked with an asteroid, click OK to start collecting samples. Once on an asteroid, you will see your rover ready to use libs on the selected quadrant, which appears as an XY grid on the ground. To sample the asteroid, hit the Collect button. The spectrum on the right side of the screen will update with the emission wavelengths detected. To see which element you found, click the Reference button to bring up a reference list of elements and their emission lines. Click the X button to hide the list, and select a different quadrant to sample, and then click the Collect button. After sampling all 4 quadrants, move the rover to a different location on the asteroid by clicking A, B, C, or D at the bottom of the screen. Repeat collecting samples from all 4 quadrants in that new location. You can always look back on previous samples collected by clicking on the left and right arrows under the spectrum. The sample ID shows where you retrieved the sample from, the first character being the asteroid, the second character being the location, and the third character being the quadrant. Make sure to record all of your data before moving to a new asteroid to test more samples. If you would like to sample on a different asteroid, click the New Asteroid button, but be aware that you will lose all the data that you previously collected.